Welcome to you all. This is Gear 100 with an original video for you guys today. Yeah, I know it's weird for you guys to be seeing my face and seeing how this stuff works right here, but I'm doing a little bit of a behind the scenes and a little mini series for you guys. Now, I know that this is kind of strange because I have to look at the camera to show that I'm looking at you guys, but if I look at my phone screen here, I'm actually, not looking on the looking at you at all. But and I'm doing a SpongeBob series on this channel. This is a Gear 100 original, and and if you say anybody else has done this, no, I've checked for a fact on YouTube, and there's nothing like what I'm doing on here. So, you guys get to see my face. What freaking lights are off? Hold on a sec, guys. I'm gonna go cut my lights on, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. And yes, like I said, when I got to 50 subs, I would be doing more what ifs about cartoons, everything, and I would just expand a whole lot more. And so I cannot start anything new on this channel without mentioning SpongeBob. You want to know why? Because I goddamn love SpongeBob. You know what? I'm gonna say it because I fucking love SpongeBob. I'm a kid at heart, okay? You can judge me however you will, but I would not have done this. I promised myself I would do my research and I would do everything I could to get this done. SpongeBob is the GOAT, and whoever says anything about it, obviously you can fight me for it. So, judge how you will, slander me how you want, say what the heck you want, but I don't care. SpongeBob is the GOAT to me, and he's always in my heart forever, even to the day I die, and I still watch it to this day. So, what is this series about, you may ask? Why did you even make this video? Well, like I said, guys, I've done this for a while now, and I wanted to create an original. And this is a Gear 100 original. We're not going to do the intro. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to get into the video. So, let me show you guys the title. This whole series is about what if SpongeBob had enough. I created this own goddamn title, my goddamn self. You can't find it anywhere because I was the one who made it. What if SpongeBob had enough? Now, what am I talking about, you may ask? Okay, I'm not going to be able to look at the camera because that's just going to bug me for the rest of this time. So I know I want to look at you guys for the duration of this, but I got to look directly into my goddamn camera. And to be honest, that's just really going to make me upset. I'm not going to be able to think right. So I'm going to just be looking at the actual canvas that I'm doing. Now, what do I mean by SpongeBob has had enough? I mean, SpongeBob is tired of it all. He's finally gained a brain for once, and he realized his potential, what he could be without Mr. Krabs, without the Krusty Krab in general. Because it's pretty clear that this man can do some ridiculous stuff and go out of the goddamn business. Do you guys remember the Flabby Patty episode where SpongeBob literally created, give me one sec. There we go. SpongeBob created his own Krabby Patty recipe to make Mr. Krabs and Plankton work together. And Mr. Krabs and Plankton wanted to steal its own formula, which confirms it in my mind. SpongeBob is goated, bro. He's always been goated. We just never freaking saw it. Or we seen it, or we just always ignored it after the 1-bit episodes. No, this is my own mini-series, my own special things that I'm doing about this whole cartoon on its own. And to be honest, I'm going to take this as far as I can go. This is not going to be one write-off series. Now, I won't be able to make it super goddamn long, like fully 30-minute videos, but best I'll try to get out is like 10 minutes each episode, guys, because I want to keep you guys on your toes. I want to keep you standing up. None of that just, oh my god, the writing is very long. I should probably like lean it up to my face like this instead of just putting it down, but no, I don't want to do that. So, you know what? What if SpongeBob had enough? Let's just get to it. All right, no video intro or anything like my regular what ifs. We're just going to cut to it. We're just going to get straight into it. So let's begin. So where it all would begin would be at Sandy's treehouse. I know that's a crazy way to freaking start a SpongeBob episode or something like that, but this is where it would all begin, where it would all start to change. Let's start telling the story from my point of view. So SpongeBob would be at Sandy's house, as you guys can see from here. And they would just be hanging out like any other normal time in a SpongeBob, I almost said SpongeBob video, but any SpongeBob cartoon, like any 30-minute duration of the show. But then Sandy would begin to, well, since this is my AU, I can say whatever the heck I want. Well, I'm not going to curse, obviously, for the kids, because no, but still. Sandy would begin to ask SpongeBob, because she would be genuinely curious about why. Hey, Sponge, you mind if I ask you a question? Sure, Sandy. I know this is a weird thing to ask, but have you ever thought of, well, doing something else besides the Krusty Krab? What do you mean? Then Sandy would put her hand on SpongeBob's shoulder and be like, SpongeBob, please listen to me when I say this. Your potential is much bigger than what you're letting it on to be. You have like a dead-end job with literal zero pay as Mr. Krabs bills them instead of actually paying them. I know it was that one episode, but I'm taking it serious. Mr. Krabs is taking advantage of your talent. He's putting all the money in his pocket and leaving you and Squidward with legit scraps. And you're the only reason that place is still even alive today. Like, who was making the patties before you? And SpongeBob would just say Squidward was doing it before he showed up that day. But Sandy just says, SpongeBob, you're being taken advantage of. I think you really need to get over the Krusty Krab and do something else. Do like your own thing. And SpongeBob would just say, how would I begin to do that? And Sandy would just say, I don't know, Sponge, but if you ever really want to do something great, I'm going to have to say these words, SpongeBob. Quit the Krusty Krab. SpongeBob would be, I would never quit the Krusty Krab. All that shenanigans and all that stuff. I love this job. Blah, blah, blah. I love Mr. Krabs. I love Squidward. SpongeBob, you'll slowly start to understand. Like, I can't tell you what to do or anything, but if you ever change your mind, as your friend, I am right here with you. And whatever help you may need, I will help you out. Okay, but can we get to what we have planned today? Sure. So, SpongeBob and Sandy episode would pretty much go like normal, whatever shenanigans they would do. So I'm going to cut to like a few weeks later. Two weeks later. So let's cut now to the Krusty Krab. Alright, we would now cut to the Krusty Krab, and I know what you guys may think this animation is. Yeah, it is, but I got to show it for the fact that, oh, come on. Yeah, phone still got this goddamn virus. I got to freaking check that out like a different day. But anyway. SpongeBob and Squidward, okay, no customers are in right now, but at this point, so they have a little bit of free time. So SpongeBob is sitting on the thing, and he's really thinking back to what, like, usually would have, what Sandy had said. Get serious. Like, show that you got, I'm not really going to say what I'm about to say, but still. And SpongeBob would now start to think, months, and I mean months back. Yeah. So, if you guys remember Jim, the previous fry cook before SpongeBob, that day, let's cut back to that, shall we? We cut to literally how everybody loved Jim. And then pretty much SpongeBob would say that, Jim would tell SpongeBob the reason why he left, and Jim would basically say good luck, and all that stuff would happen as in back in the day. Give me one sec, need to think about some other things. As, when SpongeBob tried to give up his position, Jim would have told him, he wanted actually getting paid and like a raise or something. But but Jim went on to be super goddamn successful and to be goddamn rich. This man saw his potential and dipped. And never looked back from that day. And Squidward was still left there, to basically rot until SpongeBob came. I have no idea how many years later, but it did. So that would be going through SpongeBob's head at the time. And okay, hold on, I gotta get back to the original first. There we go. And something within SpongeBob that day clicked. Finally, something had actually clicked that day. So, SpongeBob says out loud, Squidward, and Squidward would ask, what is it, SpongeBob? I know this is a bit off for me, but, like, Squidward, can I be real with you for a second here? Like, sure, what's this? What's going on here? I was at Sandy's Tree Dome, like, a few weeks ago, and, well, she told me that I could be better without the Krusty Krab, and I just want to know, what do you truly think, Squidward? And Squidward would think about what SpongeBob is saying. Well, what are you saying, Sponge? Squidward, do you remember Jim, the previous fry cook before me? Yeah. Oh, what about him? He wanted to be better. Well, wanted better from Mr. Krabs. But Mr. Krabs is obviously a crustaceous cheapskate. I mean, he's called him that before, so that's nothing new. And he left and became something even greater than Mr. Krabs himself could ever imagine he'd be. So Squidward, I like to ask, why haven't you left or done anything? And Squidward just sighs and puts down the mirror that he has, and he says, listen, SpongeBob, there's nothing real for me out there. This is the only job I could ever hope to have, as in realism. Well, what I'm trying to say is, I can't be anything else other than this. And SpongeBob would ask, what about your clarinet? You're a musician. SpongeBob, I'm terrible at the clarinet. As much as I would hate to admit it, I'm terrible. I can't play. This is the only thing that my career has going on. And Sandy is right. You could be better if you left this place. You could be better than Jim. I've seen your ideas and I've seen what you do. Mr. Krabs only takes the ideas too far. But if you really managed your own ideas and put them into a reality, you could be something amazing. You could legit be the richest ever. Squidward? Yes, SpongeBob? Would you be willing to come with me? What? You heard what I said, Squidward. Would you be willing to come with me if I had actually left this place and I, wanted to do something else other than the Krusty Krab? Now, okay, I want to take a quick pause right here. Now, for those who might not say Squidward doesn't actually like SpongeBob, I got a counter argument for you. Freaking voice crack, god dang. Look at this. I always find this so precious. How can anyone say Squidward hates SpongeBob when he willingly took this photo with him? Squidward has done a lot of things for SpongeBob in terms of looking out for him and at least trying to mold him into something different. You cannot say Squidward doesn't care for SpongeBob at least a little bit. He may not care for Patrick the same way as SpongeBob. SpongeBob and Patrick just bother him all day. But when it comes to those two, I know Squidward does legitimately care about SpongeBob and think of him as his friend. So there's no really way that Squidward would say no in this situation. So give me one sec. Let's go back. Squidward would ponder this for a moment, as in terms of what SpongeBob just said, and he would lean in. SpongeBob, are you thinking what I think you're thinking? Ah, dang it! SpongeBob would say, I don't know, Squidward, it's just an idea in my head, but I think I've had enough. I think I'm done. Are you serious? SpongeBob just says, dead serious. I'm dead serious, Squidward. I think I'm done. Like, how long do you think? I think I got a few more time in here until I do what Jim did. I'm gonna ask Mr. Krabs for a legitimate pay, a raise, and appreciation in here. Otherwise, I'm done. I think I'm getting out of here. Squidward would be shocked at this news. Like, his jaw would legit drop to the floor, as in what he just heard from SpongeBob. Dang, I said I wouldn't make this 30 minutes, but you know what? Screw it, this is the first episode, so might as well give you guys a show. So, Squidward would say, I don't know, Sponge. You're not really the best. Squidward. Sandy said she would be willing to help me in any terms if I ever decided to stop and just do something else. That's why I want you to come with me. Jim left you in this place, and look where he became on his own. What do you think us two could become? Together, in a different business. But I don't know anything about managing. Well, let Sandy do all the managing part. You're my friend, Squidward. I want you to prosper as much as I do. And Squidward just said, SpongeBob, if you're dead serious as much as I think you are about this, well, no, I've never known you, SpongeBob. I've never known you to be serious in my life as much as I've known you, and it's 36 years that we've known each other. SpongeBob just says, I know, Squidward, but trust me, this one time, I know we've had our differences. I know you don't really like me and Patrick's stupid antics or anything like that, but this is, I'm dead serious, man. I think I'm done. I think I really, really am done. Actions speak louder than words, SpongeBob. I I'm not sure I want to jeopardize everything just because from what you are telling me. No offense. And SpongeBob, you're right. Actions do speak louder than words. Okay. SpongeBob gets up from his position, comes out of the goddamn kitchen, and goes to Mr. Krabs' office. Oh boy, here we go. This is where it begins, y'all. Okay, guys, I know that this is Jim, but just imagine it's SpongeBob. Like, Squidward is looking at SpongeBob, what he's doing. I'll leave the door open, Squidward. You'll see how serious I am. He knocks on Mr. Krabs' door. I'm not going to do any knocking sound or anything like that. Just, hey, Mr. K, you got a sec? Anything for you, SpongeBob, me boy. SpongeBob stands. He doesn't sit down or anything. Like, what is this, SpongeBob? What's with the face you got? Mr. K, I'm going to be serious with you for a second. I need you to start appreciating me and Squidward for what we've been doing for the past 36 years for your restaurant. You've been taking all the money and just putting it in your pocket, and you charge us instead of paying us. To be honest, I don't know how I'm making a living, how I'm buying food for Gary and having time for all of this if you're just going to be a cheapskate the whole time. You basically keep all the money in your pocket, and you leave me and Squidward with nothing. SpongeBob, me boy. I don't know what this is about. I think I know what you're about to ask, but I hope it's not. Mr. K, I want payment. I want a raise. Dang, I can't do the Mr. Krabs gasp. I'm sorry. It's like, I can't do it. I can't do the Mr. Krabs gasp. I really can't gasp. I really want to, but I don't know how. I just can't. Just imagine Mr. Krabs gasping in his own way. SpongeBob boy, you just... Yes, Mr. K, I want a raise. I need more money in my check. I need something. Where is this coming from, Mr. Krabs? I've had enough. Something clicked within me, and it finally said, do something about it. I'm doing something about this. I'm serious, Mr. K. Give me a raise or a check. Give me and Squidward something, or I'm taking off this hat, and I'm throwing it on the ground, and I'm walking out this door, never coming back. Mr. Krabs would stare at SpongeBob for a moment. And you know what he would do, guys? Just like Jim, he would burst out laughing. And, bruh, are you kidding me? Just like Jim once did, SpongeBob took off the hat and walked right out. Guys, I straight up can't believe it. Like, SpongeBob had just did what no one in a million years thought he would do. Take off the hat, throw it down. All right, one sec, I gotta change it. No, come on. But instead of Jim's face, just imagine it was SpongeBob's face from Mr. Krabs laughing at him, and he turned serious. Threw down the hat, and he's gone. Mans is gone. So as SpongeBob would come out of the open door, because remember, he left it open for Squidward to hear, Squidward just said, Sponge, like, I'm done, Squidward. I am so done. But then SpongeBob would extend a hand out to Squidward. Squidward, come with me. I don't... Look what Jim became when he finally had enough of Mr. Krabs and went on his own. He became the greatest fry cook in the world. We could become something greater. Maybe not the greatest in the world, but we could actually start our own business. We could, hold on, I gotta put my camera up straight for this one. We could become something amazing. We can be, I don't know, prosper. We can do something. Please, Squidward, give me a chance. Come with me. You don't want to be stuck in this dead-end job for the rest of your life. I know you don't. Please. Squidward, hold on. I'm going to change the scene again. Okay, I imagine this scene, hold on. Squidward would put his hand around SpongeBob and says, SpongeBob, tell me I will not regret this decision. And SpongeBob puts both of his arms on Squidward's shoulders and like, look into my eyes, Squidward. They're both looking into each other's eyes. I promise you, on my own soul, you will not regret this decision. Come with me, my friend. Squidward, grabs his hat and throws it down as he says, okay, I trust you. Let's go. As he steps over the boat and they both walk out the doors. And that's it for this episode right here. So What If SpongeBob Had Enough Part 1 is done. Now, I want to know how far you guys are going to take this like goal. We're going to get to 5 likes before we do this again. And it's going to be a bit before I do it again. So you guys have had your 2 videos. I might do another one. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This really hyped me up because I love SpongeBob and I want to see where this goes. And if you guys want to see where it goes, then come on. 5 likes needs to happen. It needs to go on, guys. So with that being said, I'm not going to do anything special. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, comment down